Hello, YouTube. This is Piss and Moan, and I jumped in while he was on his phone. I like to do that. Keep him on his toes. I aim over here because typically the camera's in the middle, and it's all off to the center with my weird, offset. Do you think I could fit the 55 inch in here? Do you think it could fit? Do you think it's a possibility?
Oh, we started?
Yeah.
Hello, YouTube. This is Piss and Moan.
We're discussing
He's on his
TVs.
phone.
But honestly, do you think we could fit that?
I think you should get a projector, and it should project the tiny
Right over
square
Smash
right
Bros?
there. Yep.
Like right on Link's face?
I suppose they don't know what's on this wall.
No, that is...
It for 'em.
Maybe they noticed the difference in audio quality from the soundproofing, which I should stick in the corners on my backside. Although I've got enough crap in here at this
Corners
point
of your
now that
backside.
it's not really a problem, I think. So, this is actually an anime, so it's going to get views. We should probably jump into it now that we've lost all the viewers.
No, I mean...
This is what you can expect.
Yeah, this will give them a nice sample of our channel while we now dive into Bunny Senpai. Or the full title is Rascal
Dreams of Bunny Senpai. I believe that's Dreams of
Rascal Cannot Dream of Bunny
I think it dreams. We can figure this out while you listen to my...
Clickety-clack. P at the end.
I can't see.
Move.
I did.
Rascal
does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Such a wow. That's a title.
It's still no. I couldn't become a hero, so I reluctantly decided to get a job. But
it's not far off. It's not far off. Which we still need to review that one, by the way.
Oh, we do.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
Watch it again.
It was fun.
I
think I'd have to borrow it from you again.
Probably.
Rascal does not dream of Bunny Senpai.
And any words of wisdom for the
So I've heard a lot of comparisons between this and Bakemonogatari.
I think that's a fair comparison.
Absolutely. This
honestly a bit of Kokoro Connect too.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a lot of overlap between Kokoro Connect and Bakemonogatari as well.
Yep, I suppose it's a pretty standard anime plot of people in high school experiencing weird things happening to them.
Solve them out.
And
this is my favorite of them so far. Was it Kokoro Connect was really good. Bakemonogatari has not been floating my boat, and I've been struggling to keep watching it, to be perfectly honest. Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Senpai was literally a show I watched when it came out every single week. I was up to date with it and couldn't wait for the next episode and was sad when it ended.
And it didn't work that well for me because it really started to fade fast for me.
There was one bad arc.
I don't know.
The sister swap arc was just not very interesting. And
I disliked the last two arcs, and
the lack of conclusion of the.
It spiraled out of control to the point where I didn't care so much anymore.
If there was one complaint I had about it, was the ending felt rushed. I don't know how to say it better than that. That the ending felt very rushed. It was just like, zoom, we gotta finish. It really felt like it needed a second season to flesh it out.
After the first three arcs, I was pretty sure I was going to buy this when it came out. With the last two, I'm not so sure I want to buy it anymore. That's how much of a shift it was for me.
I would give the first two arcs
3.
like a 9 out of 10. The second two
too.
are solid 5s. Super average at best. With the middle one, the last arc I felt was better than average. I'd give that a 6 or 7. I think I liked it more than you. I really liked the last arc. We should get into that a little more in the spoilers.
Yeah. So it's a good show. It's.
I'm thinking of another 7 out of 10. It's much higher and much lower.
I'd even give it more than that.
Really?
Yeah.
You can talk me up to an 8. I won't.
I will give it an 8 out of 10, but it does.
Agreed, 8 out of 10.
But it does lose both of those points a low 8 out of 10 because it loses hardcore.
8 out of 10 with a fail ending stamp of approval.
It's a B-, not a B. That's what I'll say.
They were super close. They just kind of tripped and stumbled there at the end.
And I guess we just have to wait for the movie to wrap it up now. I hate that trend.
I really hate that trend. We have to go see that Made in Abyss movie.
No, we don't.
It is our most viewed video.
I don't care. If it's a recap of the show, I'm not going because I didn't.
What if I pay for it? What if I buy you food? If I get you
Fine.
drunk? Drunk
If
review.
you give me
Drunk
that's
review.
fine. You,
I'll get my wife to drive us both there. Like, hey, understand? Coming home drunk. Don't judge.
see, if I just had some sort of semblance of what the movie is going to cover, because if it's just going
I
to
told
cover
you, it is literally just a recap.
no, but I mean, if it's just going to cover the two main characters, I don't give a crap.
Thank you. Christian Camp channel.
There are no two main characters I care about less.
I don't know, Robot
Without
Guy wasn't
hating them.
horrible.
He is Ex Machina the character.
There was a...
We're distracted. We need to get
No,
back.
you made me think of something I wanted to talk about with you. It was another one of those, like... Oh, it's Hunter x Hunter. Never mind. I can't wait to discuss Hunter x Hunter with you.
It's gonna be a while.
I know,
mean,
you guys are slow. You need to... You can
I'm
tell
watching-
them that I think they are being way too slow.
I'm watching with people who are living halfway around the globe.
So what?
Time schedules we can
It
only
fix
watch on
you.
weekends.
Yeah.
It's
Just watch more of them each weekend.
not up to me. It's up to them. And the more people we
Take
add, the
leadership.
slower it's gonna take. No, because
Speaking of which, I kind of want to join your group. I've been awkward to ask, and I'm just going to ask right here on...
I'll let you know if there's links open. There's a couple of them.
You got like a number of slots?
No, it's. We'll have to get in this later. There's a lot of politics going on right now on the server.
I love politics.
Server politics, and
All politics are good.
I have all the political channels muted.
So,
all of them.
Bunny Senpai. Do you want to get into spoilers? We both gave it 8 out of 10.
Is
From
the
a
one-
non-spoilers
yeah.
perspective, I don't think I watched a better anime last year.
Well,
If there was
That's
one anime
fair.
to watch from last year, I think this is it. There were some good ones
I
too.
didn't watch a whole lot of anime last year.
I'm trying to remember what other seasonals I watched. I Woke Up as a Slime is pretty darn good.
Reincarnated. As
Yeah.
some.
I already deleted all my last year's. Goblin Slayer was pretty good too. This
no
was definitely
interest
the best.
in either of them.
They're very shonen. Goblin Slayer is more berserk than Naruto, but
I'm barely handling Hunter x Hunter right now. I'm only half paying attention. I'll start paying attention once they're out of the darn.
Tournament arc.
Once they're out of the darn training montage, I'll start.
You just
paying
don't get
attention.
shonen. That is the point.
No, I don't care.
The problem is you have a long wait ahead of you
have to get-
because it doesn't get really good till the final arc. So you have to get through like this arc. You have to get through the Kyoto arc. Then there's like you have 3 arcs to get through before it gets good. And you're like not done with one yet.
Yeah, I'm tolerating it. It's still smarter than the average shonen.
Oh, it gets way better. Finishes strong.
Actually,
No, it finishes really bad. It finishes really good up until the very ending. The very ending is going to piss you off. I know that.
Because that was the problem with the Bunny Girl Senpai, too. To bring it right back to what we should be talking about.
Believe me, this is worse.
Anime doesn't know how to end. What is it? What is it with modern storytelling and not knowing how to end a frickin' story?
Well, hold on. Oh, holy crap, I forgot about an arc. There's a 4th arc. That one's not as important.
Stay on top.
It finishes worse than
You
Bunny
were the one-
Senpai.
You were criticizing me at the beginning of this video for not staying on topic, so we're now staying on topic. Bunny
So
Girl
let's get
Senpai.
into that last arc because that's one that I felt that we both wanted to talk about a bit more. Sister
Let's
arc.
talk all of them. Let's go through them all.
Well, let's start with the first one then. I don't remember what the first one was.
Memory loss.
Memory loss. That one was so cool. The idea of a character just like disappearing from existence and him fighting so hard to.
That arc was almost Your Name quality for me.
Yeah.
Because, as I've mentioned before in some of our other anime reviews, memory loss in anime really gets to me. I don't know why
That's
it
so
is.
weird.
It's because it freaking works every time. Because Your Name, frickin', what's it? Golden Time. I hated Golden Time.
Golden Time. What's that?
That was when you didn't watch. It was made by the same people who did Toradora.
Is it an anime
yes.
or movie?
It's an anime. It's like 13 episodes. It's Toradora, but in college. We'll put it that way.
Not worth watching?
I didn't like how it ended. I didn't
like how Toradora ended.
I could at least rationalize Toradora. Okay.
You were able to talk me into Toradora. I'll give you that.
Well, we'll put it this way. Golden Time wraps absolutely nothing up.
That's rough.
It solves the main two lovers, and everyone else just kind of gets shoved.
I can't wait for you to finish Hunter x Hunter's finish, because you're going to be so pissed, and I can't wait to talk to you
Why
about
do
it.
you want to hurt me so much?
Because it's going to be like, wow, wait, what? Are you kidding? That's going to be how it...
Fine,
it's like,
then you need to watch Madoka Magica Rebellion at some point. Because I want you pissed, too.
Madoka Magica
Rebellion.
Is that on Crunchyroll?
It's on Netflix, or it was when I watched it. But yeah, I really enjoyed the first arc. Yeah, memory loss gets to me in anime. It was an interesting way to explore the characters. Very, very real, very human characters. Puts the real pressure of being a famous teenager.
Yeah, they did that really well, too. I liked the main characters, just a general, like, no, we had a problem, so I just got rid of my cell phone. I felt it wasn't worth the drama. It's like, you know what? I could understand that.
It was...
I could really understand that.
He had an interesting way of coping with problems that seemed to actually work. And he wasn't stupid. He knew when to step back and let people solve their own problems.
It was so nice to see a main character that, like, it was a whole story arc that didn't have problems of miscommunication being the root of the problem. They had an...
Until the sister arc.
Yes. Like I said, the worst arc.
You can cut that out.
I'm not going to edit this.
Why?
Because it takes effort.
Okay, fine. I'll edit it, man. I've offered before.
I'll throw it on a flash drive for you somewhere.
No, we should upload this as soon as we can.
No, we upload it on our weekly schedule so that we can have continued content because we're slow at reviewing things.
Wodokoi is already...
No, it hasn't been up yet. That's
exactly.
the point.
It's already out of date at this point.
It's so out of date.
This
is last year's. Let's review... crap, what have I been watching this year? There's one I've been watching. Oh, it's Shield Hero. Love is War I started.
I'm currently working through the Tales of Zestiria anime, and it is way better than the game.
I just actually installed Zestiria. I was thinking about playing it.
It's one of the blandest RPGs of all time.
Well, it's that or Star Ocean, which is supposed to be really good.
You can do Zestiria. Just, you'll get bored, stop it, and I'll give you the anime and you'll watch that eventually. That's how it's going to happen. I predict it right now.
I don't disagree with you. I get bored with RPGs pretty...
It's so bad.
Berseria is the last RPG I've beaten in forever. Like...
Same.
I don't know if I could name an RPG that I've beat... Oh! Dragon Age Origins. Mass Effect 1 and 2.
Chrono Trigger?
Nope.
I'm not talking about you.
Name of Final Fantasy. I haven't beaten... Oh! Tactics!
I've made it halfway through 9 and then lost my save file. Kingdom Hearts. A lot of everyone except 1 in Chain of Memories. I've completed all the Kingdom Hearts games.
Actually, I have beaten. You say completed. You mean beaten.
Okay. If we're going completed, then Berseria is probably the only RPG I've 100%ed.
The only game I think I've 100%ed is Tomba.
No, because I've done it with Banjo-Kazooie. I've done it with Rayman 2. We're getting off topic.
We're so off topic.
Arc 2. Arc 2 was Arc 2 Futaba, or was Arc 2 the freshman girl?
It was Freshman Girl. Futaba was 3.
Okay.
Oh, Freshman Girl was a hard one to watch.
Yes, it was.
But not because it was bad. It was it was hard.
Watching them do stupid things I've done. That was the hard part.
Yeah. That was so realistic and true to real life and just hard. Hard to watch. Worth watching.
Because what was the adolescent syndrome problem with her? Because I can't... Time loop, right. She was stuck in several days of time loop. And...
trying to avoid the awkward situation of being asked out and saying no, yes, or...
Yes, that's right. And,
so instead she started dating him. Even though he has a girlfriend.
Her coping methods... resulting in terrible coping methods. That was interesting to watch. And...
it was really well done. It was a masterpiece to handle that topic.
Because you watch her actively avoid all the correct decisions. And you're like, yeah, I would do that too, because they're hard, correct decisions.
I don't know. I just had a no give a crap salute mentality in high school. I went with the volume method. Let's date. Don't work. We'll break up and move on. It's just...
I'm not talking about the dating part of it. I'm just talking decision making in general. It was because the hard truth versus the soft lie, or the avoidance. You go in there. She could easily solve all of her problems by turning off and throwing away her phone, but she doesn't. She keeps going back. It's all the things that you think you could do to solve your life, and you don't, and you watch her do it, and you're like, man, is this a personal attack on me?
Yeah, it's so real and true. For me, it was that the soft, easy solution of fake dating a guy to get out of the situation of actually dealing with real life and kind of falling in love with him and knowing it's not gonna work and just making the whole situation worse from start to finish until she finally just has to, guess what? You have to grow up and be a real adult. And hard.
She's willing to repeat the same day forever and ever and ever and ever.
Then to make the hard decision.
Yep. It was really good. It was really good, and it got me, and yeah.
Definitely got me too. If there's an anime to watch from last year, this is the one to watch.
Yep.
There isn't one I'd recommend over it. Admittedly, I didn't watch that many. It's better than Goblin Slayer, and I got reincarnated as a slime. Maybe a couple others. Zombieland.
Arc 3.
Arc 3 is worth skipping, though.
Nope. Futaba.
Oh, Futaba was good.
Futaba was good. Because I enjoyed the...
the whole concept of the double life of being...
Yeah, it's your two separate personalities. It's the different faces you have in front of different friends. And I enjoyed the exploration of that. And
it's also a bit of an exploration of the idea of, like, being popular with men and being... because, like, the relationship you have with other gender can be very different from the relationship you have in public.
Mm-hmm.
And that I felt it also explored. I know of people in my life that are, like, he's a great guy. Just don't date him.
It's interesting how people act differently around
different types of people or different groups. They explored that super well. They explored so many topics really well. Like, if there's a high school anime to watch to really, like, if you're a high school student, this is definitely worth a watch. You will experience all of these things except for the sister thing. Arc 4 is pointless. And 5.
We're getting there.
Anything else on 3?
I liked how it ended. I liked how it was her confronting herself as opposed to
coming to terms with the different identities that you have and coming to a middle ground, deciding who you are.
Yeah, asking her own permission if she can exist. It was good. And then yeah.
I like how they didn't vilify either of them either.
Yep, they're
Neither of them were bad people. They were just different people.
Yep.
So often, like, oh, that's the slutty one, and like, no, there was none of that. And
No, they're the same person. They're just different. For whatever sense that makes.
watch it. It's worth watching.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Arc 4. Oh,
Whatever.
it was just a thing. It wasn't bad. It just didn't matter. I
To
don't
me,
care.
it was bad because it was the first arc repeated with Bunny Senpai doing absolutely nothing to help. She knew what the problems were. She knew all the problems
Yeah,
and
she
just
knew what the
basically ignored everything.
And knew what the solution was, and just didn't.
Yeah.
Refused to.
Because that's where I started to have issues with her because she was not helping at all. And
Hey, at least you didn't handcuff him to a chair. You wouldn't get that reference. Kisa Monogatari.
Kizu?
Yeah.
That's
There's a
the
part
movie?
where it's the second season
Okay,
With
yeah.
the, when he goes to deal with the bad guy, the fake,
fake
the other
cat.
psychic.
The other psychic.
She locks him up into a bunch of chairs, handcuffs him, ties him up to prevent
Okay.
him from interacting. Sorry,
Yeah,
off topic.
It's been a while.
So you want to review Monogatari after this? I don't think we can review that one. It's been a while for me. I couldn't name all the arcs in it. I couldn't even remember them.
Karen B.
Snake one that's number 2. That's in the second season. I
Yeah.
just watched that one. There's cat, monkey,
Snake.
snake. Snake was the one I don't even remember. Turtle.
Snake was the one with the bad ending where the person dies.
Yeah, I didn't like Snake. I don't even remember how it ended.
Um,
Turtle was good. I like Turtle.
Snail.
Snail.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
snail, and then
What's the first
cat.
one? The cat.
Crab.
Cat.
Crab, monkey, snail, snake,
Cat.
turtle. The cat. Damn you with the turtle.
Turtle.
Turtle. Okay. Arc
Maybe
4
we could
was
review
yeah. I don't know if there's more to say about Arc 4 other than it was a rehash.
Yeah.
It was a rehash of the first arc with
It's just sibling.
nothing solved.
It's sibling rivalry, but not done well. Just didn't do it well. As the first arc that really fell flat for me. For me, it was the only arc that fell flat.
and
But
to
on
me, it was the beginning
5.
of downward.
5 was, I thought, the first time they really branched out of what was high school and into the meta world.
Into real life.
Are you a real person if you lose your memory and become a new person? Have no idea who you used to be. Are you still a new person or are you that old person and can you... I thought that was a really cool arc. I like the idea of exploring what makes a person, an identity.
Well,
Why I liked Alita.
I do too, in general. It's just this was kind of confusing because it was mostly consistent of flashbacks. A lot of it was
I liked when they were with the sister and trying to get her to improve herself and become more of a person and get out of the house, and that I really liked the her improving as a person, knowing her time is short, and the whole idea, like, is she a person? Like, the part that I felt that you always talked about, like the end where he's crying and unhappy that his sister is back, and it's, what is the right answer there? There isn't one. Like, he lost his sister, the one he's known for the last however many years, and now has his old sister back that he lost years ago. Like, no matter how you look at it, he lost a sister and gained a sister, and can you be happy that you got your sister back at the expense of the sister you've known for the last few years? Is that even a person? Like, that's the whole question. It doesn't answer it. It explores it. I liked it a lot. I saw your eye roll in the camera.
I'm not rolling my eyes. I'm looking up.
You
Your
did
wall
roll
is
them.
distracting.
I did see him. The wall's distracting?
Because your soundproofing squares are not squared.
I know.
can see your sticky tags
from where there
hanging out
used to
over
be squares. I got the spare ones right here if you want to drop a... Just heard my daughter say daddy upstairs.
there. It was
You gotta be Wilson.
well said.
Is that Wilson? Is that the right
I don't think so.
Home Improvement? Neighbor?
I'm not gonna remember his name.
I think it's Wilson. I'm not gonna leave you that with you. You would be distracted.
It,
Hero Acquisition Zone.
the last arc moved too quickly.
I can't disagree with you there. That was a very fast arc.
It felt kind of like Monogatari's last arc where
The
they
cat
had
one?
it was the
Cat.
Yeah, the cat one.
Cat felt super rushed.
Well, it's not that. It's the fact that there were more episodes. They just didn't air on TV.
Oh.
I've told you this several times before. There are
I
2
remember.
episodes that are part of the show that
Oh, I
They
watched
actually-
those.
yeah.
That didn't help.
I thought they did, because they actually get to the point where Shinobu stops the cat. Whatever. Getting off topic again. It all just kind of came to an
There was a lot of
put for me.
strings and tales that weren't concluded. Like, what's up with the imaginary girl from the
Yep.
coast that's now his friend, that's a neighbor?
Yeah, she appears, disappears. That was never really solved. His
Honestly, the actual arc of, like, whether his new sister is his sister and how he feels about the loss, that really isn't addressed. It's just kind of explored.
because they jump back into the Bunny Senpai, and everything's okay now. Because there was the argument between when he manifests his imaginary girlfriend, and she gets upset about it, and they don't address that. It's just kind of, oh yeah, it's okay now.
Yeah, there was a lot of things that didn't really get addressed in the last arc. I liked the arc, didn't like a lot of the details.
Yep, and now we have to wait for a movie to see if they'll be solved, which
That's how they always address these things. That or we read the light novel.
the pass.
I'd be down to reading light novels, because those are actual books, right?
I tried to read 2. The problem is most of them are translated from Japanese. It's a different structure than we're used to, and I've tried to read a couple online, and they weren't very readable.
I've not done a light novel yet. I've gone to manga, but I haven't gone before that.
Because I tried to read Kokoro Connects because I wanted to know what happened next, and then I read Toradora's for the correct ending. Or I read part of it. I haven't read any in the completion, so maybe I'm not the right person to ask either. But I think in general, Bunny Senpai is pretty good, and I would still recommend it, even though the last 2 arcs really threw me off.
I'd agree with that for sure. I don't think the last arc was as bad as he feels it is, but we both gave it out of 10, so should put it in perspective for you. Any words of wisdom for the viewers? Nani?